Ain't a damn soul in here. But we get a couple people in. I'll go ahead and unbox a few things. Yeah. Okay. I guess that's how it's gonna be the first couple times. Let's see if I can figure this shit out. Let's get set up. Yeah, we got 2 people in here. Okay. So I'll talk to you guys. First time doing this live thing, man. So we'll give it a little try. I have some unboxings here I want to show you guys. A couple things. But before we get into that, I'll show you guys the sneaker people. No one said a damn thing in the chat, but we guys think of these. I just got these in what, 2 weeks ago? A little late. Most people have them already. Had to swap in those white laces. For me, when I first saw the shoe, I wasn't necessarily sold on it from seeing the photos. And then I don't know, man. I was like, you guys might be aware, but Toro 4s, a lot of the same vibes, right? Different color, more of that brick kind of color. But those Toros, they haven't come out since 2012 or 2013, right? We're kind of overdue. So to get a sneaker that has been so impactful with that red colorway, especially as Jordan 4s start to feel very, I don't know, I feel like Jordan 4 is feeling a little saturated now. Jordans as a whole feeling saturated, more people wearing, interesting stuff, right? Just different sneakers. Jordans start to take a bit of a back seat as they did back in 2015. So to get a sneaker like this that feels pretty impactful was cool. It was interesting. Jordan 4s have always been a good shoe. Not the most comfortable, but this one for sure was a must. People are saying the sneaker of the year. Not sure. I really like it though. The quality on these are... I'm trying to get my light set up so you guys can see it better. The quality is really good though. So they have that kind of brick texture, which I think is one of the biggest parts of the shoe. I'm gonna be honest with you. If it was just a normal kind of nubuck, it wouldn't really be that exciting, right? Let me see if I can get this set up properly. This might work. Move this around. This around. A little better? Not really. There we go. All right. Wow, 4 people. Yeah, anyway, the shoe is very nice. I love the brick on that. Again, guys, like Jordans are kind of, people saying they're played out and whatever, and I hate to be talking about a sneaker right now because there's bigger and better things out there to talk about, but this was an exciting pickup for me. I haven't been buying too many shoes this year. I feel like sneakers, they have those moments, you know, like they come and go. We had this massive explosion of sneakers. Every single person wanted to have a sneaker collection. You know, they wanted to have dozens of shoes. I think now people are starting to realize, yeah, maybe I need 5 shoes or 10 shoes or something like that, which is important too. But I think the economy being one thing, you know, spending isn't the same as it was previously. So people being a lot more picky about what they buy. And overall, sneakers have kind of felt a little, I don't want to say boring, but not innovative enough where we're seeing new stuff. Like there's only so many pairs of Jordan 4s that you can buy over and over again before you kind of feel like you already have them all. So I was saying earlier, but there are just so many other, I don't have anything right here, but so many other sneakers that are just like, they're different enough that they're not necessarily that much better, but they are, they're different that people are saying, okay, that's something I can add to the collection versus like a red, a blue, a black, a white version of this exact shoe over and over again. Kind of feels a little, you know, overconsumption, right? Kind of feels a little much. So that said, happy with this shoe. I'm gonna open up a couple boxes I got here from Under Armour. I'll probably end up doing a short video on it afterwards, but I figure since we're all here, I can show you guys what I got. Under Armour's been gracious enough to send me boxes of like kind of apparel and sneakers and that kind of thing over the last few years. How that all kind of happened was I started this YouTube channel because it would have been right after I graduated university. So we're talking like 2013. And at that point I was like, I really want to be in sneakers. I want to do something within sneakers, but it's just very hard to break into that industry, right? I'm sure a lot of people out here have dreams to work for a certain company. It's tough out of school to just say, okay, cool, I'm gonna go work at Nike, or I'm gonna go work at whatever, insert your favorite company, right? It's just kind of hard to just make that jump. You need that, you know, a level of experience. So back then, YouTube was different. There wasn't as much happening on YouTube. When I started doing sneaker content on YouTube in 2012, there were sneaker guys, but there weren't very many. It was very, very open, right? A lot of content was open and easier to do. So at that point, I just established some good relationships with brands in order to get this stuff. So I'm not going to talk too much more. I'm just going to show you guys what I got here. Maybe I can even tilt this down so you guys can see. It's a little... that off. Yeah, there's nobody watching, but that's okay. We're going to do this anyway. Still getting used to this whole live thing. I think it's a fun way to create content because you don't always feel like filming a video, you know? Sometimes you just want to like just make something, even if it's not perfect. All right, so I don't know what this is. See if I can read it. Let's see. Okay, it's like a tank top. Pretty simple, basic, and a little like Under Armour logo there. Not bad. I could wear that to like the gym or something. This is, I'm guessing it's a pair of shorts. Yep. These are like running shorts. Yeah. Nice, just all black. I mean, can't go wrong with a pair of shorts. And this is their like running kind of collection, I think it is. So it just came in today. These aren't bad. These are really light. UA Flow. Yeah, I kind of like them. I mean, if you're a runner, like this is probably. What do you guys think? These aren't bad, right? You guys wear these? That is a thick, like, that cushion there is a little much. Not bad though. I don't know if I like all that, like, all the lines. Yeah, not really, not a fan of that. But other than that, like the branding there, that's kind of cool. They're not bad. I'm sure they're really comfortable. They're called the Velocity Elite 2. So definitely a running shoe. I'm gonna try them out. I'm not a huge like running guy, but like I said earlier, when you kind of establish some decent relationships with brands, you know, I'm just someone that just likes to create sneaker videos. I'm not a big YouTuber by any means, but I have established like a bit of a relationship. So they send me some stuff once in a while. So got another one here. This one's a lot heavier. Let's check this out. I'm trying to show you guys all this stuff now. Let me know. And hopefully, if I keep doing these like lives, if people are interested, I can start just giving away some stuff on the live, because I do appreciate even all 7 of you in here right now doing this. We got a pair of socks here. These aren't bad. It's basic, right? Okay, what's going on here? These look like cargo shorts. Now, how do I feel about this? Actually, the first question is, how do you feel about like big baggy shorts over the knees versus like shorts above the knee or just at the knee? Maybe that's the question. These are size medium. Can't even stand anywhere to show you guys. So these are probably gonna hit. Yeah, these are hit right below the knee. These aren't bad. They're kind of like cargos. I've been really wearing a lot of those shorts below the knee. I never thought I'd do that. The last time I did that, I was actually like in the early 2000s as a kid doing it. So it's really weird to see that trend come back. But yeah, this isn't bad. Sent over this zip up. It's decent. Very, very like kind of running-esque. And then pretty basic little gray tee. Backpack. That's nice. Pair of kicks. God damn. Yeah. What do you guys think? These are, nah. These are a big no. I gotta be honest, like I'm not just gonna take product and just say everything is good. These are not good. This is an ugly color. But I appreciate them sending it over. I mean, there's stuff like this that like I wanna get together for people just joining right now. I'm gonna start giving stuff away on the lives. I'll do future lives and just like put together a bunch of things. Brand new hats, like just a bunch of stuff. I've done giveaways on the channel before. I did a giveaway with a company called PSD. You guys might have heard of it. If you haven't, Kyrie used to be sponsored by them, a bunch of NBA athletes. They sent over a big kind of box for me. I ended up sending that box, 2 of those boxes out to 2 people that just watched the video. They just were just literally just supportive. So I want to start giving this stuff away because to me, this isn't something I would wear. But maybe it's something that someone out there that's watching would want to wear. So let me set it aside and I'll show you guys everything we got, and then yeah, maybe we can figure out. I don't wear these kind of hats right now. I'm wearing more like fitted and stuff, but this kind of hat is very trendy right now. I haven't won me over, but who knows, man? Maybe next time you see me, I'll be wearing it. Ah, damn. All right, last box. If you guys have random questions, no one's saying a damn thing in here, huh? All right, well, oh, Mad Max. What's happening, man? What's happening? I appreciate you commenting. If you guys have questions or you want to just make comments, go ahead. Please. Love to chat. So see. It's kind of fire. The black version of the other hat that I just showed you guys in gray. This one's in black. Like nylon, I guess you could say. More socks. And these are types of things, like the socks especially. Like, I don't know who's spending $25 on these socks, but this is something I'd be giving away on the live, 100%. Like, I'll just stack a bunch of things, accessories. You guys don't have to do anything. I'm just gonna start giving stuff away because I have too, like, this is not me saying that I get stuff and I'm not appreciative of it. It's just I don't need excess amount of stuff, right? It's just not. Yeah, this is not something I would wear right here. But it's kind of fire for someone that's like a little younger than me that can actually pull something like this off. They're charging $60 for this shirt. It's nice. The material's really nice. It's kind of like a camo. Yep. I wouldn't wear it. But that's just me. And then another pair of shorts, all black. I'm actually wearing a black pair of Under Armour shorts right now. They make good quality stuff. They might not be like the trendiest company right now. Everyone's like, oh, I want Nike, I want Asics, I want Jordan and stuff. Yeah, of course. But you gotta know there's other brands out there too. These are called the UA Tri-Base Rain 6. Alright. Oops. Show you guys a live unboxing here. That's not working out. I mean, looks like a weightlifting shoe or something. I don't know. Hang on. So I'll be real with you. The apparel I've been showing you guys, big fan. Quality's good. Most of the stuff is stuff that I would wear, or at least see other people wearing. I see value in that. This. What's going on here? Like, you gotta be kidding me. There might be a customer out there for something that looks like this. But with all the sneakers that are out there right now, good sneakers, so many good sneakers, would you spend like $120, $150 on this shoe? I wouldn't. And that's not me being a snob or anything. That's just me looking at this objectively and saying this is an ugly shoe. Like, everything's subjective. You can see the shoes that I pick up and say this is an ugly shoe, and it might be. And there's no right or wrong answer. But like this should have never left the office, the corporate office, after they had those discussions and showed this on the slideshow and said, hey, you know what? Let's do this shoe next, guys. This is a really good shoe. We should start putting hundreds of thousands of dollars behind and make thousands of pairs. I think the public's gonna like these. It's crazy. I worked in that corporate environment, still do. But from a retail perspective, and having those meetings with Under Armour, I did that for years. I sat in those conversations. It was cool. I saw samples of stuff that should have never released and never did. I saw samples of stuff before they got released. I had all those conversations. It was a great experience in front of Nike, Jordan, Under Armour, every single brand, right? But to see some of the stuff that they presented to us, to say, hey, this is possibly something that we would want to go big on for the year 2026 or whatever, to see that and for them to show us something like this and for me to just be like, you guys kidding me? Because this is not a shoe that's going to sell 1 million units. You know what I'm saying? So often I find there's a disconnect between what the brand wants to do and what the brand actually thinks is going to sell. And I just have to, like, you know, the customer is a younger customer, always, right? Those are the people driving trends. It's not people my age. So, you know, it's tough because people that are at that corporate level, they might be older. They're the ones making those decisions at the end of the day, but they don't actually know trends. You know what I mean? So it's a challenging thing to be in the footwear business. Hopefully some people watching this are interested in footwear and maybe they work in footwear and want to do that one day. But I just showed you guys a couple things. Again, the whole point of this was to show you a few of the accessories, backpacks. No one's really been saying anything in the chat, but if these are items that you guys would want to see given away, I'm happy to do so. My Instagram is posted. If you guys want to hit me with a follow, I'll be probably posting something on my story about the giveaway. So definitely stay tuned. That's it for me. I just want to show you guys a couple unboxings, a couple new pickups. And for those watching, for those 10 people watching, I appreciate that. Guess I'll clean up a little bit, but state of the sneaker game is so weird right now. It's the first time since 2015 that I felt sneakers have lost their energy in a big way, because people have enough sneakers. They don't need all those sneakers anymore. Like even me, so this right here, everything I have right here is there's sneakers behind this. Let me see if I can try to show you guys. Because this is, I'm trying to show you guys what I got here. So if I pull these down, I'm just gonna show you. All right. So we got all these kicks, right? Boom, 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 boom. I have those glass boxes behind, and these extend all the way down. Like from that end to that end and all the way down. So we're talking, I don't know, too many. And it's gotten to the point where there's just too much stuff. And it's just consumption, man. It's stupid. It's got to the point where you don't need to consume this much. You know what I'm saying? You only need a few pairs of shoes. After that point, it gets excessive. And that's a problem because there's just too much, there's too many releases coming out all the time. So I've got more into like other things. I'm gonna show you guys this little corner. Like, look how cool that is. I just started getting more into like homeware stuff. I'll show you guys. Check this out. What do you guys think of that? So that this painting actually fell down. So I have to put that back up. But it's a really good way for those that are like putting up paintings and stuff. You just need the sticky tack stuff on the back. You don't need to like put holes in the walls and stuff. I don't really like putting holes in the walls because to me, I may want to change the layout here. Like I may want to change the art, like position, size of the frame, you know, all that kind of stuff, right? So what I want to do is use these. I'll show you guys. They're really like affordable. You can buy this anywhere. So basically on one side, it's Velcro, right? And then on the other side, it's like the sharp part of the Velcro, right? So the teeth mix with this, and you can stick this on anything. I just put it on the back of art, so I can show you. This is kind of cool. But like, so the back of this, for example, there's nothing. Oops. Yeah. Because right here. So see, look at this. I'll show you. I pull this off. Right? And boom. So the back of this is sticky. It just happened to fall off because it's just not, the adhesive isn't strong enough. So I need to like switch that up. But that's how you can stick a whole bunch of like art. And then over here, basically, I just wanted to create these, like I want to have this kind of like floating shelf look, which I think looks really, really clean. Oh, Zachary Chamberlain. Dude, I appreciate that. I've been subscribed since like 2016. I haven't seen you pop up in a while. Damn, I appreciate it. I'm gonna have to pin that. You're the one who got me into sneakers. That's crazy. It's really nice to read messages like that because, yeah, I mean, I have been doing this sneaker thing for quite a while, and yeah, you know, I have it hasn't really like blown up on the YouTube side of things, but it's really shaped my life a little bit. So it's really nice to see people watching and appreciating the videos. And like, if you guys have questions, please let me know. Happy to answer that. So what I was saying here is I wanted to have like sneaker books. Now the thing about sneakers is that like I've always had this problem where like it's a very important thing to remember. You don't want your entire personality to be sneakers. Like you don't want to just be like I'm the sneaker guy. That's all I can do. That's all I am. And I fell into that. I don't want to say into that cycle, but I definitely took on that personality a little bit. Where I've always been obsessed with shoes, but I almost like became known as the sneaker guy. And whenever I met people, at least that's how I started to introduce myself, and that's on me. And so when you step away from it, you start to realize like, well, is that all my personality is? And a sneaker is not a personality. Like you can be a sneakerhead, but you shouldn't take that on as like that's who I am. That's where I had a problem. That's where I got lost because I was doing YouTube and I was working in the footwear space and buying and selling sneakers and everything in my life. Like even when I was done work and my work was sneakers, I would be on blogs, reading about sneakers and like doing everything there is to do about sneakers. And so you end up getting you get a collection and you start doing all those kind of things, but you start to take on this like personality, like I'm the sneakerhead. And sneakerhead is not, I mean, you guys might disagree, but sneakerhead is not personality. Like it's an object. Like this is nothing. These are shoes. They shouldn't really mean anything besides a utilitarian purpose, which is wearing them on your feet. But I took that on. So like I said, it was problematic when I started to want to separate myself from that and starting to think like, oh, is that all I am? Like I'm just a sneaker guy, right? I want to do something more. So that's why when I started to feel like I wanted to do something more and show more than like I could have done sneaker art. Like all this could have just been sneaker related stuff. And a lot of it is like, of course, like the books and stuff are sneaker related, like especially those two. A Supreme book here, which is an amazing book. If you guys don't have that, you gotta get it. But here, I just want to kind of be like, yeah, I like other things besides sneakers. Like doesn't always have to be about shoes. We all like sneakers. I think every single person out there can appreciate sneakers in some shape or form. But it doesn't always have to be about that. So that was one thing that like I needed to challenge myself on. My wife challenged me about as well, to be like, there's other things you like, right? Like you can like art, you can like whatever, XYZ things. So that's okay. So I wanted the art to reflect that. The books, yeah, they're pretty sneaker related. And then I had to play this, even though I'm from Toronto, so I should probably take that down. But boom, boom, boom. And there's another sneaker book behind this. But what I'm trying to do here is actually, because it's kind of a blank space, I have this art. I'll show you guys. I'm actually going to make a video about this. But I have this like Korean art. So I basically wanted to have, I have 3 of these, by the way. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3 here on the underneath the shelf. So when you walk in, there's a little like something that kind of reflects a little bit of my heritage and culture. So I wanted to have that right there. And then I have the plant, which is doing okay. It's just very big. That's the only thing I didn't really like. Like when you walk through the door, it's kind of in your way, but that's okay. And then all these boxes need to go. So basically, I am trying to like sell all of these shoes, which in 2025 is a lot is easier said than done because people aren't buying shoes anymore. Sneakers are kind of like not a thing that people want to spend their money on. So once these behind me are gone, then I have like a bit of a see-through sneaker wall behind there that I think will kind of fit the mood of the room. So yeah, that's a quick little mini tour. Not much more I gotta say. I guess this is my first little live, so I appreciate anyone watching. And yeah, we're at the 30-minute mark. I'll catch you guys on the next one.